was only for the night.
We're riding around the world to road test Ruffly gear in the K9 Moto Cockpit and to raise $100,000 for Girl Up. Every 6 months, we tackle a new challenge. First was the Arctic Ocean, then the Darien Gap, and now we're aiming for the bottom of South America.
My heart is home with you.
We're setting off from Santiago, finally. I hope this is actually like the final let us push on from here. It's been a tough couple of weeks, maybe, yeah, even longer than that. That we've been stopped and a lot of stuff has happened. So I'm ready to sort of put it behind me and move forward. Actually, we're moving southward. So we're sort of going backwards, but not really. So we're going south towards Puerto Montt and Chile on our way down to Patagonia. And first we have a stop at the dentist for me, and then we can continue. It's been a whirlwind of a time, and I'm excited to get back on the bike and have Whimsy up there and just sort of leave the city and all of this behind.
Anybody who's a motorcyclist knows how this feels. Is it an outright obstruction? No. Is it douchey? Yeah.
Today I'm wearing my new pants. They actually don't have a gigantic ass on the back. I had to get a
lot of tour pants do.
Yeah. I had to get a pair of pants because mine were stolen in my backpack. So they, unfortunately, Alpine Stars, they have some women's stuff down here, but the sizing
very limited. Some you limited. Say basically like two types of pants.
Yeah, and the sizing just didn't work for me. So I got these guys in the meantime, and then I'll get some Alpine Star stuff as we get back up into Argentina. But we'll see how these do. They're very toury. They're not my normal style. I've tucked them into my boots, so at least that's something. You want to show that, Greg, so that you can actually see it? Yes. Yeah. So we'll see how that works for me.
Onward. Let's go.
Taking all the sunshine, bottle up the rain. Go where the wind blows, let it show the way. Open all the windows, let in all the light. You can pull the stars down, paint the perfect sky. So go and write your song. The world will sing along.
Couple hours into this day.
Couple? We've been riding now for 3 hours.
Feels like 3 days. Some of us have not been in a good mood.
Some of us have just been a little hungry. Now we're feeding.
Whimsy has been anointed, not in any divine sense, but by her goggles camera, which basically is taped on with a whole cockamamie thing that I've come up with, and the tape is oozing sticky onto her forehead. So that's going to require some surgery and some cleansing.
Wimple?
Memories you're making, you frame inside your heart. The middle of a nowhere, so somewhere you can start. So go and write your song. The world will sing along. Oh, life's what you make it. Oh, it's yours.
We have demonstrated grit and perseverance in order to persevere to reach this place, which is a rest stop along the highway, at which point an additional micro brutality has occurred in the form of this little plastic piece coming off of my helmet. Now, what does this do? An essential piece of machinery, in fact, that actually goes in this slot and causes the sun shield to go up and down. So I am sun shieldless right now because the screw size is way too small for me to be carrying such dinky screws in backup and reserve. So persistence and perseverance is what is called for at this time.
And while Greg is persevering, I am napping. I was starting to doze off a little bit as we were going because it's hot and it's nice at speed. So we pulled over at this rest stop, and Whimsy and I, Whimsy's under the picnic table here, are taking a break.
How many moto travelers, nay, round the world moto travelers, do you know that stop for their own mochaccino espresso latte something in the middle of a ride day?
Oh, it's yours for the taking. Go and write your own song. All the world will sing along. And when you find your melody, we'll join in harmony. Life's what you make it. Life's what you make it. Taking all the sunshine, bottle up the rain. Go where the wind blows, let it show the way.
Just escaping Santiago today was an accomplishment, and considering all of the micro hurdles that we overcame and persevered to get to this point, we are now at a place of actually kind of profound ugliness, which is a sort of former colony that a number of German Nazi and Nazi sympathizers founded here in Chile, about 4 hours or so south of Santiago, shortly after the Second World War. And they basically transferred themselves here and their families and a number of followers, and essentially created and continued the massive degree of douchebaggery and hate that they were thwarted on the old country. And they added into the mix a sort of new element of religious fanaticism and severe misogyny, just to kind of spice things up and add a new flavor. And some years later, after this sort of kidnap / like nasty fucking cultish place was discovered and basically, shut down and knocked down, they turned it into a destination. And this is the Bavarian Hotel and Restaurant. And there really don't seem to be many traces, obviously and outwardly here, of the nasty shit that was going on. But there is a museum on site that we are not going to be allowed in with Whimsy. So we've come basically to dine and to see what, 50, 60, 70 years later, a former Nazi colony douchebag location place looks like now.
So this place has interest for me in two different reasons. First one was because I grew up with a lot of this, a lot of German background, being Swiss. We went to we played in the German band, we had German food, so there's a lot of similarities there. So this place that's supposed to be a village that is a Bavarian village, yeah, it has interest. The other part of it is the whole Nazi aspect of it and sort of understanding what actually happened here. We've watched the docu-series and the movie, but it's a thing to come out and actually see it and see where these people were and what they did and how they've sort of, whitewashed it a little bit.
Now, if you go on the forums, which you should never do, but if you go on the forums about this place, you'll get opinions because we all have those. And most of us are not at all reluctant to share them and expose them.
So there have been people who say that this place. It's like a travesty to actually come to this place. It's almost like you're giving voice to the Nazis and everything that happened here. It's like there's some sort of support that you're providing, which I don't believe.
I mean, I guess technically you're giving us support because it did cost us 2,000 pesos per person to get in here.
That's fair. That is
so
fair.
There is some support, but yes.
Yeah, but the other people, some people don't even realize what this was, and they just think it's some Bavaria village, which is the name of the place, thinking that, okay, yeah, there's just a bunch of people
Germans
who
lived
look like
here or
German,
something.
and, yeah.
Theme park.
And then obviously the people who know about the history bash those ones on the forums. So everything is set correctly now.
Yeah, you can always count on the forums to set things right and also be very judicious in sharing their opinions.
Life's what you make it. Oh, it's yours for the taking. Gonna write your own song, all the world will sing for you.
¿Lo puedo tocar?
Sí, vale.
¡Ay, nada! Mira, cosita que se tiene.
Se llama Caprichosa.
Caprichosa. Mucho gusto, Caprichosa. Muchas gracias. Chao.
Hi guys, thanks for watching Go Roughly in real time. If you love Whimsy's gear, head on over to GoRuffly.com and check out our collars, leashes, beds, bandanas, and more for your dog and all the dogs that you know. And if you're interested in the K9 Moto Cockpit, which is how Whimsy rides with me on the back of my motorcycle, you'll get all that information about sizing, mounting, and everything else at GoRuffly.com. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and don't forget to subscribe.